Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're looking at Rolling Thunder this time, a 2D horizontal run and gun, published by US Gold in 1987 and based on the arcade cabinet from NAMCO in 1986. We've already reviewed Rolling Thunder 2 and 3 on the Sega Mega Drive, which were pretty cool games, I must admit, and we also reviewed Rolling Thunder on the ZX Spectrum. So yeah, about time we looked at it on the Commodore Amiga as well. It's for 1 to 2 players. I'm the only player here. He's doing a bit of a laugh there. But yeah, you play the role of a secret agent, codenamed Albatross, and you must rescue your female partner. Battling the Gelder organisation, and Mabu is the leader. What's going on here? This looks a bit... Oh dear. Oh dearie me. So I don't mean to laugh so early on. US Gold, let's give it a bit of a chance. US Gold are well known for doing rubbish conversions, particularly on the Commodore Amiga. You only have to look at US Gold for that. You're not playing particularly good so far. The sound is a bit iffy as well. Oh my goodness. Look at, well, first of all, let's try and decode this. Looking at the graphics, it looks like a bit like Commodore 64 stuff. This looks appalling. I don't know what other reviews were back in the day, but let's give it at least a chance. Now, these won't be expert gameplay about seeing how the game would have played on your first or second go, and would have been enough there if you want to play it again. At the moment, I would have been crying, and I would have been embarrassed if a friend was round if I took it out of the box and loaded it up. Right, okay, so compare it against games like Shadow Dancer, and also Golden Axe, and Pirates and Crossbones, Skull and Crossbones, and all those sort of stuff. Well, is this bloke wearing big red slippers? He's supposed to be a top secret agent. Well, you can go indoors to get bullets there. You can duck and fire if you want to. It's sort of like... I prefer the ZX Spectrum version. It's probably about as advanced as the ZX Spectrum version. It feels a lot like an 8-bit game. Now, along the bottom, see how many bullets I've got left. There's a special weapon. I've got no bullets for that. I think that's an automatic rifle. A bit right, we've got life, represented by those white blocks there, and the time's running out as well. If the time goes to 0, then you lose a life also. Now, there's a way of jumping up to the upper balconies. Well, I've done it that time with a combination of up and fire button, but it's a bit tricky. And just like the Spectrum version and the Mega Drive version as well, these guys have got a weakness where they jump up and you can shoot them as they jump up. They've got a green t-shirt on, blue trousers, and red Superman boots from the Christopher Reeve era. What's happening here, Big Nose? I do not know. It's not using a great deal of the screen as well. I would zoom in, but I'm not going to. Now, on the top left is Men 4. That's how many men I've got left. It's easier than the ZX Spectrum version. It's easier than the 2 Mega Drive games. But it's missing frames of animation. The sound's appalling, both sound effects and music. If you liked this game back in the day, let me know. Nostalgia always has a big run to it, but I'd be surprised if any magazine's given this any decent scores. You might be looking them up as I'm reviewing the game. It's a gameplay review type thing. Now, I'll try and struggle with the thing, but I would have hated this. Although Dragon Ninja was fairly basic, it was a lot more fun than this complete and utter pig squill of a game. What a mess! It's terrible, it's awful, it's duff. Right, I'm not swearing. There'll be no swearing on this channel. I've got past that bit quite easily with my red slippers on. What's this secret agent? He's got grey trousers and a red tub. Take that, Big Nose, if you're going to get in the way. Right, I'm going to run out of time here. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. So you can't hang around. Now, I think 2 players you will play simultaneously. I bet that's comical as well. I suppose you'd play simultaneously. I can't test it out because there's not a player 2 here, and I think if there was a player 2 they would have run off a long time ago. The Mega Drive version, Rolling Thunder 2, you use 2 players at the same time. Come on, Albatross, rescue your female partner. Worst run and gun of... It might not be the worst run and gun of all time, but if there is a worse one, you put that below. What do you think's bad? It's not utilising the Amiga that well. Now, let's try and decode this. It is in 1987, right? That's very, very early. Turn and spin, turn and shoot. Right? It's very, very early in the Commodore Amiga's run. Coders haven't really learnt to exploit the best out of it yet. But why should I make excuses for US Gold? Time after time they do these awful ports. Why weren't they bothered? Did they think people would buy it anyway? They should have been fine. Now, the arcade cabinet from NAMCO in 1986 is pretty good. It is pretty good. If you haven't already, do check out the reviews of Rolling Thunder 2 and Rolling Thunder 3 on the Mega Drive. There's nothing like this mess. I think Rolling Thunder 2 it's got a very similar level design to this one, so whether they're similar on the arcades, I'm not quite sure. Yes. Anyway, Spectrum version was a bit tricky, but there we go. He's jumping through. Whee! Don't break my legs there. Good stuff. Now, I'm just going to try and get off level 1. Now, if you've bared with me to watch this far into the video, it must be a case that you like this kind of silly commentary. Huge thank you to the subscribers already, but if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, because it'll help me continue to try and review everything ever, apart from the rude stuff. We don't review the rude stuff, right? Okay. Massive thank you to the members as well. You could try and track this one down if you want to, but I don't spend your life on it. It's painful. I'd imagine this is a full price game. If you just upgraded your Amiga from the 8-bits, the Commodore 64, the Spectrum, you'd think, you not knowing any better, you might have thought, yeah, this is okay. It's got colour in it and stuff, but I'm sure the Commodore 64 could come up with something very, very close to this. I'm not sure if it come out on the Commodore 64. I'll have to check that out to see what the differences is. But if it did come out on the Commodore 64, I wouldn't be surprised if that version is better than this one. This is, if it was an item of clothing, it would be pants. Is that the end of level 1? Thank God for that. So grey trousers, big red oversized slipper comedy shoes, and that's what a secret agent is. Right, we're trying to defeat the Maboo here. Well, at least I've got to level 2. Stage 2. Stage 2. If you completed this game, let me know. Walking like a nincompoop. Right, now, I found this on most of the versions anyway, at least the Spectrum version. The jumping up into the levels is a little bit tricky, a combination of up and fire at the same time. I could never do it first time. It's made me look like a darn fool walking around this crazy sort of like place. I think it's probably best if instead of trying to rescue my female partner, my female agent, it's probably best just to take an advert in the local newspaper saying replacement agent wanted that doesn't get herself kidnapped every 5 seconds. Good. Now, if you're looking for a Halloween costume, I've got one man left. Maybe try one of these footmen. See, get the suits. You need a magenta sort of like rag over your head. Let's get them on the screen here. Red Wonder Woman or Superman boots. Blue trousers, like Superman wears, and a nice green top, but make them as bright as you possibly can. I mean, what's going on with these colours? Why are they this bright? I mean, the Commodore Amiga's got loads and loads and loads of colours. Some bright spark in the comment section below will say how many colours the Amiga was capable of, but I'd imagine thousands. Why is it doing such a limited palette? I mean, oh dear, I'm exasperated. Absolute rubbish, this game. Right, and now I think the map is similar to Rolling Thunder 2 on the Mega Drive. I think I've got to jump on lots of different boxes here and just gradually go up and up and up. Is it Mega Drive or Spectrum? I'm getting them mixed up now. Right, kaboom! As that bloke throws stuff down. Take that, crazy Superman footman. But if you're still here, then well done you. Say hello or something, or put some amazing facts down about amazing stupid superhero or villain costumes if you want to. As I'm going up, uppity, up. I think someone's gone a bit mental on the xylophone here in the orchestra section. Someone's had a few too many sherries and found an xylophone in an abandoned cupboard and keeps playing it. Get those beating sticks off that person. Oops. Stop playing the xylophone. Or maybe you want to join in. Get your xylophone out of the cupboard, you know, from the xylophone room, and keep playing that. I'm dead. Right, okay. So here's a save point. I've gone here. Bullets 119. MG bullets 13, does that say? This is actually eating into my brain stem. If you want to punish someone, lock them in a room with just this. God, man. Now, we have reviewed a few bad games there. This is one of the worst I've come across. Only because although it's early, I'm trying to forgive it for being early. It's terrible for all accounts. It's got essence of the arcade version, I suppose. A bit like sewage water is a little bit like tap water, but not by much. Am I being a bit cruel in this game? Yeah, probably, but it deserves it. I mean, if I don't mark stuff out of 10, but I'll probably give it a 1. I'd be lucky to get that. Right, let's just try and see if we can get off level 2. I've got my last man left here. I won't be having another go, it's just this one go. So on the first go, we at least got off level 1. This music is appalling, but it blends in with the rest of the game because that's also appalling as well. You might be able to tell I don't like this. You might be able to tell. If you're liking your Amiga stuff, I want to see better games than this. They're all in the Amiga playlist. Click on my username. Then that's the channel page, click on playlist, Amiga will be there, and other stuff. Well, I'm trying my best, folks, and I'm playing like a wally. It's dodgy gameplay and nonsense, Chad. As I say, it's about as smooth as sandpaper, this. As smooth as sandpaper. And there's a reason why they don't have sandpaper as toilet paper, because it's not very smooth. Boo, these sound effects look like they're ripped from a PD library, public domain, rather than any thought or care taken into this at all. Don't feel like the arcade sounds whatsoever, Trevor. Right, can I get to the top of this at least on my last go? You never know. Hopefully I've shot all the spooks. Up, up, keep going up. There should be a platform up here. Up! Oh, come on, jump up, you nincompoop. Oh, Wally Wombat, it's a big jump. Yes, 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 yes. Right, good, that's a success by my own low standards. He's walking along without a care in the world. Very, very upright, like he's got a broom stuffed up down his jumper. Oh, I've got a bullet to the shin and I'm dead. Well, thank God for that. Game over. They're doing their stupid little dance and I think we'll leave them to it. Just between you and me, I hated this game. It's a very, very poor conversion, despite being early. Move along, please. Much better to see. This is awful. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. I certainly didn't like playing it. That's Rolling Thunder on the Commodore Amiga, published by US Gold in 1987, and based on a much better arcade cabinet from NAMCO in 1986. Got any comments about this game, similar games, xylophones, or anything you want retro, then by all means put that in the comment section below. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.